The COP28 climate deal reached with huge fanfare this week in Dubai is a stab in the back for the nations most affected by global warming and won't stop temperatures rising beyond critical levels. Activist Greta Thunberg said in Stockholm on Friday.
This is the bare minimum. Some people say that this is a first step, but we've already had first steps and that hasn't led us anywhere. The emissions are still increasing. We are experiencing record highs. This text is toothless and it is nowhere even close to being sufficient to keep us within the 1.5 degree limit.
Thunberg said outside Sweden's parliament, where she and a handful of other protesters were calling for climate justice.
It is a stab in the back for those most vulnerable, and it was undemocratic. It was signed when many island states were not in the room. That is completely unacceptable, and we cannot talk about climate justice without having the most affected in the room.
The Alliance of Small Island States, which includes countries most affected by climate change like Fiji, said the agreement was full of loopholes and was incremental and non-transformational. Thunberg, 20, who shot to fame as the face of climate activism in 2018 after she started staging weekly protests in Sweden, said the pact was not designed to solve the climate crisis, but rather it functioned as an alibi for world leaders to ignore global warming.
I think this COP has once again proven that the COP processes are not working in our favor. They are not designed to solve the climate crisis. They are more working as an alibi for world leaders to say that, oh, we signed this, and they're not actually doing anything. If the COPs would have led to anything, we would have seen results by now. There have been 28 COPs, and that has not led us anywhere, but moving still in the wrong direction. As long as we don't treat the climate crisis as a crisis, and as long as we keep lobby interests influencing these texts and these processes, we are not going to get anywhere. We need to address the root causes.
Much more ambitious and a lot clearer, and not leaving so many loopholes for people to be able to have new false solutions and greenwash themselves even more. The fossil fuel lobby was very present at the COP and had a lot of effects on the final draft, and makes it possible for them to continue to extract fossil fuels, and for countries like Sweden to continue with new fossil solutions like biofuels, which are clearly not a solution and is not better than fossil fuels.
Nearly 200 countries agreed at the summit to begin reducing global consumption of fossil fuel and adopt a raft of measures, including more clean energy production, to avoid the worst effects of climate change. But critics say the deal will not prevent global temperatures from rising more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial average, which scientists say will trigger catastrophic and irreversible impacts from melting ice sheets to the collapse of ocean currents.